All right, Skiggers, welcome back to another flight. Thanks for joining us on another flight. This is flight number 134 of Tuskegee Jokemen podcast show. I'm Meldrick. I'm your host and co-pilot, Meldrick, Major Meldrick Yusuf Ali.
Give a name to the.
I am Pop Johnson, legend.
Ground control has to watch.
Air Marshal Kelly, the marshals of the Kelly and the heirs.
Yes, the marshals.
QUINCY Johnson, you drunk as hell. How are you? How you fellas doing, man? What's happening? What's happening?
Good. That was a rough takeoff, but we in there.
Hey man, we was rolling up while we was taking off. You was taking off with your knees, man. I feel you. You was driving that bitch though.
Yeah. But this week, let's start with the bullshit. The best bullshit of the week had everybody talking. I'm surprised though it wasn't as many memes as I expected. I expected a lot more memes to come from this, but whatever. Paul Pierce went on IG and acted a motherfucking fool, which is basically his resignation letter, and he just was smoking and drinking, doing normal shit. But the thing is, why was he doing it on IG for 315 people?
Because he living.
What y'all think?
I think he living. He living his best life.
Living like a 22-year-old white girl who say nigga a lot. Like you ain't supposed to. You 50 years old or something. Why you on IG live with?
He's a millionaire. Why wouldn't he have women dancing at his house just because?
No, have women dancing at your house just because. Why you on IG live?
Whoa.
He's trying to get his Tory Lanez on.
Oh, Cap's on IG live now, so he gotta defend old niggas being on IG live.
I've seen other Jokemen on IG Live with strippers. I ain't say no. That's all I'm saying. Now I love all of y'all, but imagine if we had millions of dollars.
Nigga, it'd be bad.
Hold on. Keep talking about if I got millions of dollars tomorrow. That's different. This nigga had millions of dollars for years. He just get millions of dollars. He's been known how to always put it on the internet. He gone his whole career not acting up and not putting it on the internet. He should know.
Just got Wi-Fi at the house, fam. Okay, that Disney money just kicked in.
And my thing is, I just
you know reception bad in the hills. Remember that he live up in the Palisades and shit. That's not no regular reception for the IG live. That's cable.
Yeah, for him it was the easiest way out. I called this Paul Pierce's poop gate too, because he played them like this was his way of getting out of that contract. I mean, I said it on my Twitter. I was like, yo, if I'm fucking Paul Pierce, I'm a Hall of Famer. I'm low-key a legend. And you got me out here with Richard Jefferson and Kendrick Perkins. When I came on, Chauncey Billups, Jalen Rose, T-Mac, Scottie Pippen, these are niggas I was talking to. Now I'm talking to Kendrick Perkins. I'm arguing with Kendrick Perkins.
Kendrick Perkins knows basketball.
Yeah, nigga. And they tell you, nigga, we got you for 6 more years, and you can't do no wild shit. What you talking about?
It made me want to go back and watch the last Get Up he was on, because something must have been the fucking last straw, and Kendrick Perkins, somebody must have said something. He like, you know what? I'm smoking a blunt on TV tonight. Bhad Bhabie just turned 18, so she legal, but she young, and
Bhad Bhabie.
She got her OnlyFans.
I think it said Bhad Bhabie. That's a whole different person. This is a whole different conversation.
I don't know. This is Bhad Bhabie. That's her name.
Bhad Bhabie.
And Rosenberg teased her because of the H's in her name, and he called her Bhad Bhabie. But anyway, Bhad Bhabie got her OnlyFans, and it made $1 million and a little over $1 million in 6 hours, and a lot of that was tips. That's crazy. She ain't thick or nothing. She even put a message out like, I don't have no big ass. I don't know what y'all expecting to see from me.
I mean, first of all,
Everything.
I will give her
Everything.
a solid double D going on. Solid. So she got, and there's been like, do you know how many producers? Kodak Black almost got caught smashing when she was a kid. All these producers was getting caught just in her DMs. All this, the amount of grown niggas that was waiting around for this girl is stupid. Like it is. Yeah, like she was.
It's like I
So
said
y'all
in the
niggas is gross.
said off camera, like it was the same thing for Miley Cyrus, the same thing for Kylie Jenner. Like
It's
Tiger
just-
should be 18 so he could admit that he had been fucking her for the last 3 or 4 years or whatever.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I think it's a perpetuation. I don't know. She is grown, but like I don't know what I don't like.
You don't like grown niggas waiting around for a girl to turn one day older.
Yeah, like that's weird.
That's real Matt Gates of you, my guy.
So we just believe that she just made $1 million out just off top. We just believe
that's what the report on the internet said.
She showed the screenshots. She could have manipulated them, but they was her screenshots.
What I'm saying is,
Obviously.
first of all, I give her a lot of kudos because she's grown to some type of respectability to even be known as Bhad Bhabie instead of the Catch Me Outside girl. So once again, why the fuck would I believe that the Catch Me Outside girl is telling me the truth? We found out her talking about Catch Me Outside was a lie. It was a lie. She keep running when people catch her outside. So I'm just like, yo, this is.
She fight. She just don't win. She don't run from the fight. She just don't win them. She just lose.
When the last time she got into a fight?
Nick,
some other TV girl. I think didn't Billie Eilish beat her up or somebody? Billie Eilish or somebody?
You said Billie Eilish.
What were they doing? Fighting in the lunchroom, fam? What's happening right now?
I don't know. Somebody
get out of bed to fight nobody.
Somebody whooped her ass this pandemic, and like last year, somebody whooped her ass. Like one of them other girls, one of them other young girls that the people like.
I'm just like she just turned 18. Like I know young motherfuckers be fighting, so she should have way more fights if she's supposed to be fucking Lady Kimbo Slice out here with all this shit talking. Like you can't be out here. I'm not fucking.
She said
she can't fight at all.
She ain't say she win. A lot of people talk shit about wanting to fight, get their ass beat.
No, nigga, no. You can't tell a nigga catch me outside and then catch the fade. Like that's
no.
She didn't. Those words.
She didn't say catch me outside. I'll beat your ass. Catch me outside. When happens, will happen. But I'm gonna be outside.
Catch me outside. He got his ass beat, but he went outside.
Yeah, you can't declare victory if you don't know.
No. So y'all saying she giving her opponents tips to beat me? You should get outside. The key to victory for you is to get me outside.
Did y'all watch the verses? Did anybody watch it?
Hell yeah.
Excellent.
The best verses ever. Cat Daddy verses. What?
That shit was excellent. I don't know what you're talking about. It was
you need to have a linen pants on to watch that verses, bruh.
I don't like niggas almost hurt themselves.
Hey man, they got too excited with the attention they was receiving. They hadn't had a concert in a while, you know. Good. Once it kicked back in, them boys they got back to the. You saw Ron try to do that one move, and them knees said, "Nah, nigga, you ain't doing no swivels, Mr. Big."
Mr. Big, it just stands on his cane. You don't be moving around like that. Like you ain't never been no dancing.
Hey man, that's 40, 50 years of performing every night, making them want to shout. Especially you had to hit back then, you had to be on the road getting money.
Especially the first one, yeah. they definitely was performing every night them first 20 years or so.
Oh yeah,
Man,
but you know,
man.
I know him being in that, and I know that had to take them back to an old school day when niggas really had to have like battle offs and fucking, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
had a little competition.
Yeah, for that $100 and that bus ride to Florida. So you
That
know,
shit was dope. I watched about 45 minutes of it, but then I watched yesterday while I was writing and other just in the background. I had on the spoof one. Did y'all see the spoof one
with Godfrey and that.
Yeah.
Hey, it was a couple times where I laughed out loud at Godfrey doing Steve Harvey, man. That shit was funny.
Sounds just like that motherfucker.
Because Steve Harvey was a joke the whole time. This nigga, the first time the Isley brothers even stood up, they was like, "Oh, we got the energy to get up." Steve Harvey got up and put on a fur coat. Like, let these niggas shine. They got on, platinum paisley outfits and shit. Let them have a moment.
No.
They got nothing to do with you. He tried to have a fresher suit than like dress it down.
This is the one time you being like Quincy, man. You're so wrong in this.
I'm absolutely correct about Steve Harvey. He was doing the most.
No,
He
because
was having a great time. He was hosting.
Because you are forgetting who Steve Harvey the fuck is. Steve Harvey is not that nigga on these fucking daytime TV shows. Steve Harvey is a pure nigga. So all he was doing, I'ma be these niggas hype man. This has been my dream, is to be in the room hyping up Ryan Isley and this nigga with this fucking hair that's bald. Like this shit. I've been imitating these niggas. That's all I've ever wanted to do.
It ain't about what Godfrey say. It ain't about me. It ain't about me. Go ahead. It ain't about me.
Every story he told didn't even have to do with their song. He was
said
just telling his life.
1937. 1937. I was working.
Nobody asked him shit.
That shit was fun. I'm from Cleveland, y'all. It ain't about me.
Dumb.
Yeah, I started to put in the group chat, but I was like, y'all probably seen it. Y'all probably watched it.
Yeah.
Is that the first verses that they had a host on?
Yeah, I think so. It's been so many, man. I really don't remember, but I think so.
So Ashley, you telling me you wouldn't be hyped if you got to host the Tyler the Creator and versus Kanye?
I'd be hyped as fuck, but it wouldn't be all about me.
You like goddamn nigga, you had it.
But you gotta know
with the slits in it and shit.
Time out, guys. Fellas, can we just be honest? Steve was doing his best job to entertain the 7 women that came with Earth, Wind, and Fire, because he was just doing his bits. He was doing his same. Let me tell you the story, and then just do the whole little goofy shit, and then it was a.
I mean, he's richer than all of them, so he's in there like nigga.
He really is. Ron Isley's only worth $2 million.
What? Where you get that from, nigga? You talking about
Ron Isley is worth Ron Isley's worth like $5 million. His brother's worth like $2 million. Earth, Wind, and Fire got a little bit more bread, but they not even. Steve got more money than all of them.
Cash that them niggas got. The cash, nigga. We talk about these as old school niggas.
Oh, they got gold buried overseas. I know.
Who the fuck you think invented merch, nigga?
Shut the fuck up.
They've been laundering. They've been laundering.
On the books, baby. We missing out.
No, but what you said. They finally caught up with me on my tags Tuesday.
I heard that. I heard it on the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my big news for this. That was my big story for today.
He went back and forth. He tried to talk him off for towing it, and then the other nigga was like, "Oh yeah, well if he'll take it down, I'll take it down." And he went and talked to that nigga who already told him to go talk to the other nigga and see. And that nigga was like, "Hey man, nothing I can do." He's like, "You told me talk to that nigga. Why?"
I hate them people.
You don't understand how mad I was, man.
He was like, I just don't want to be the one to tell you this. Like,
Hey, you know that he just gave you the old okie doke, fool.
They
Because
fucked
once
me
he
over.
take,
by the time you, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, fool. You got it. You got it.
Yeah, by the time he was like, yeah, go talk to that nigga. Then he had already put it up and was like, hey, once it's up, you put that shit up while I was sitting over here talking to that nigga. You know what the fuck you was doing.
Can't take it down now.
If anytime they put your car on, you gotta have cash in pocket.
That was day one, and then day two, when it's time to go get my car.
Ooh.
You know, I spent over $120 on Uber.
Oh my God. Uber's
I'm not
broke right
gonna
now.
tell you how
Don't
much
even,
I spent
yeah.
in total, but just know I spent $120 just in Uber.
Just back and forth.
Why didn't you hit nobody for a ride, nigga?
I don't know. Niggas be busy. I don't know. Yeah, that's what Uber for.
in the pandemic, niggas be busy.
Niggas do be busy though.
I ain't nobody gonna give you no ride.
If you go spend $120 on Ubers, you could have put 20 in somebody's gas tank and they would have hooked you up.
There you go.
I like how
You be spending 30, 45
Charles ain't got no car, but he really talking.
Charles has no car, and Aston was quick to be like, niggas do be busy, as in like,
That's why I ain't even bothered, man. I'm just like two of them could have been avoided. They were the first, like, because I'm calling myself, I'm gonna go to the DMV super early and get down there early. I get to the DMV and it's still 1,000 motherfuckers. So what they do is tell you to come back at a certain time.
Yeah.
So just come right back. So that was 2 Ubers just going back and forth just to get a ticket to go back.
For nothing.
Then I have to go back at 2. And then I'll go back at 2, everything going smooth. And where I fucked up is I'm supposed to get a release to get my car from the tow place. I didn't know this. So I go from the DMV straight to the tow place. It is now about 3:30. The lady say, oh yeah, you got to go to the to the release. I say, well, where's that? She say, 3333 Wilshire. Here, call this number. I call the number. The lady say, oh yeah, come on down to 3337. I said, all right. I get down there. Now keep in mind, the tow place closed at 5.
Mm-hmm.
I called the lift. The lift say be there in 9 minutes. It kept saying 9 minutes, 9 minutes. It said 9 minutes for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So by the time the Uber get there, it's about 4:03. So now I'm like, okay, I can try to get down here. It's no way I'm gonna do this. There's no way I'm gonna get down here in time and get back down here by 5 o'clock. It's just no way. But fuck it. Whatever. Do you know I get down here and these motherfuckers was closed? They closed at 4.
Shut the fuck.
Why she on the phone with you? She ain't mentioned. Hilarious.
Oh my God.
I know you was hot, nigga. God damn.
And then I get down there, I call my boss because then my supervisor, because by then it's about I don't know 4:00 something. So I'm like, hey man, apparently obviously I'm not coming back to work today. I'm down here in front of an empty motherfucking building. I'm mad as shit. He started laughing at me and shit. I'm like, I'm gonna be late tomorrow because I gotta come down here before I go get my car. He's like, yeah, man, cool, do what you got to do. So then yesterday was a total waste. And then, Tuesday was a total waste. And then yesterday I finally go get my car and everything. So everything was back to normal yesterday. But man, Monday and Tuesday was the 2 maddest days I ever had in my life.
But you saying Earl reminded me of something very important that we've left off of the itinerary for today. And that is Earl Simmons having no brain activity and being in a coma after overdosing this week. And we just ain't addressed it.
Yeah, I didn't want to, because it's sad.
You know that's a sensitive topic.
So we got to talk about
You saw what happened in the chat.
We talk about all subjects.
Oh yeah, he talked about it on his podcast too. He was very upset with y'all.
I was sad. Yeah, I was sad and mad.
Yeah.
Now I gotta listen. Okay, I got.
Yeah, I was about to say. Shut up.
He was not happy with y'all, man. Y'all really let him down with that nonsense. As you did me. Max a goddamn legend. Goddamn legend.
I have been to 3 DMX concerts where that nigga forgot he was at a concert and walked off stage in the show. 2 songs
Well,
in,
I was there in the beginning.
3 songs in.
I was there for the Rough Rider Jay-Z backstage tour in the front row. That's when I realized we was about the same height. And I was there, just period. I was there when I remember hearing the song, calling my cousin, like putting the phones to the speaker, like, what, listen to this shit. What is this? This is crazy. We was going fucking crazy. It was a big deal in 1998. And then he had the nerve to drop a second album. He had the nerve to drop a second album in the same year that also went platinum. Man, that was unseen, unheard of. Now these kids, they drop 3, 4. Currency dropped 6 albums in a year. It ain't no big deal. Whatever, who cares? But back then, 98, what?
But hold on, Currency drops albums and it ain't the hottest thing that the game has ever heard before.
Hold on. First of all, I gotta stop this ass. I'm gonna let you continue in a minute, but I gotta address this nigga Yusuf literally using the scene from Back to the Future where the nigga calls his cousin and puts the phone. You gotta hear this.
I did that. I can call. He can vouch. We used to do that all the time. I used to call him every time. When I first bought, I'll give you another story. Cool Kids. The only reason I bought their album, because it was $6.99, number one, and number two, because they had the red and black fours, the ones you got, Charles. They had the red and black and white fours, like a cartoon drawing picture on them. And I was like, oh man, that's dope. I'm buying this shit just because of this picture. And then I end up actually liking the CD, so I'm called damn again, like, man, you ever heard this shit? This Cool Kid shit? I used to do it all the time. That was my shit. Hey man, you heard this shit? And put the phone to the speaker to get people hip to shit. I was the first one in our circle to hear DMX. So motherfuckers ain't know what was going on. It was crazy. It was ridiculous.
It was crazy.
We all love DMX. I'm pretty sure we all love DMX. I've come to terms with the hard facts about some of his living choices and lifestyle. I don't judge him. I literally, before you got all fast and furious on us, added "Get at Me, Dog" to my playlist because I was thinking about using it for a fight scene in my film. So I don't know where all your emotions coming from, since I heard you laugh at Lucci get murdered and a bunch of niggas. I had to hear about Derek and all these people.
Some shit is different. I didn't stay on social media Saturday. I wasn't on social media at all Saturday. I wasn't on Twitter. I didn't want to see his name. I didn't fuck around Saturday. That's why I said, what did you do for your birthday? Because I don't know what the fuck was going on Saturday. My phone might as well have been off because I didn't want to see no tributes, no jokes. I didn't want to see none of that shit. So I was like, fuck all this shit.
I mean, I guess I deal with pain differently. I was more disappointed by DMX. I was like, because when I saw the story, I was just like, how are you overdosing this early in the morning? Like, this is
because see, now they saying they don't know if they saying it was just a heart attack. It ain't nobody confirming it was an overdose. Don't nobody know what happened. All we know
you say early in the morning, I say that was an all-nighter. You know what I mean? Into the morning.
But Quincy, once again, who does drugs all night and then overdoses in the morning?
It's just like with drugs.
Have you done drugs before?
These security guards that was watching this old Chinese lady get her ass whooped, they got fired, man. Ain't that fucked up? They secure the building, not the streets. Why they get fired?
I mean, fired for being horse.
It's good Samaritan rule, man.
No,
come on, man.
No, nigga, that's literally your job. We pay you money to stop nigga crime from happening around us.
No, from crime from happening around in the building.
Like now we know what you do in a jail. This is this.
Hey, wait. Real talk. You know, in all the movies where like Axel Foley gets thrown out the building and they have to throw him out because you can't. The security has to throw you out because if they step onto public property holding you, they are officially assaulting you. They're not officers of the law. So those security officers can't leave the premises and do anything. That's legally they can't touch them people. Hey man, stop.
They didn't even do that though. They didn't say stop.
Hey, I don't know the particulars.
Yes.
They didn't have a mask on. Maybe they didn't want to project. You know what I mean?
Sitting down all day. I looked at some of the wildest shit all day. I've watched it get knocked out right in front of security and watched security not be able to do shit. But he was still standing there being like, hey man, don't do this. And he knocked the nigga out and he was just like,
guys.
Don't do this.
Hey, that was in San Francisco. Wait, real talk. That was in San Francisco, right? That was in San Francisco, right? What's up?
That was right out my window on 6th Street. That was 6th Street downtown.
Okay. Nigga, don't tell people where your window is.
That was on 7th Street downtown Los Angeles.
Just don't tell Charles where your window is, because he's gonna show up. That's all.
I know where his window is, and I know where his window looks out and sees.
I only think they got fired because of social media. Like social media got them fired, man. If it wasn't nothing around where we even heard about that shit, they wouldn't have got fired. But since everybody know that they didn't do shit.
Hey, watch this. Did anybody in the building get hurt? Those security guards did a great job.
Let me tell you something.
Good day's work for them niggas.
International news.
I don't think they should have got fired, but that's why they got fired.
They deserve to be fired. If that was your grandmother, your Asian old lady friend, and somebody just sat there, I'm gonna put the security guard or hot dog seller, help her out.
If that was my grandmother or old lady friend, and they had been attacking people that looked like my grandmother, she wouldn't be out in the streets by herself. First of all, but that's just my life. That's just my life. You said if it was my grandmother. You said if it was my grandmother. I'm just putting it. You said if it was my grandmother, and I was letting you know if it was, it would be a different circumstance.
Aston, Charles, Yusuf.
You said if it was my grandmother, so I let you know that you need more information to understand what's going on. Shit.
We have to just accept that Quincy is staying on brand.
Yeah,
exactly.
He just used the defense of what did she have on?
No, I didn't use the defense of what did she have on. I used the defense of if you're gonna try to personalize my opinion, I'm gonna give you information to let you know you're incorrect.
Why is your grandmother out there with all this?
My grandma
all day, every day. I gotta get off this podcast early because my grandma gotta go get groceries.
Hey, if that was the situation, I would be proud. Like, why are you sitting here trying to make fun of the fact if my grandmother needed me, I would be there for her, nigga? What are you doing right now? Fuck. If my grandmama needed me, I would be there. Yeah, nigga, I would. Yes. Yes, I would.
All right, Netflix and smoke. I got two good picks, man. I already told y'all the one in the group chat, Unhinged. That's what what's his name? Gladiator dude.
Gerard Butler.
Russell Crowe. Oh no,
Russell
Kurt Russell. Russell
Crowe. It's Russell Crowe, and he Unhinged. He a crazy motherfucker, but so I ain't gonna tell you no more than that. It's good. Okay. It's on is that Hulu or Amazon? One of them. And then the other one was what I was watching last night, the White Boy Rick documentary. It's entertaining on Netflix. Like his whole legend is bullshit. So like you'll see if you watch it what I'm talking about. It's good. So those are my picks.
Well, okay. I'd like to go.
Okay. Shut the fuck up. That is the Fruits on HBO Max. It's like a documentary kind of storytelling, and it's basically like the history of America in the world, but told from the side of the oppressed. It's basically the story of white supremacy, but it's real artful. and it's real cold. Like they just the graphics is on point. They do like the best graphic I've ever seen of the Middle Passage. They do a really good graphics of the wiping out of the Native Americans. Just real good history of how like the idea of white supremacy started and how it's found its way through history and been supported by all other whiteness. I'm not done it yet, but it's one of the best things I've seen in a while.
Say the name of it again?
Exterminate all the brutes.
There you go.
Wow, that's something you can watch with your family. Anyway,
Good.
It sounds like a lighthearted film.
It's like, did your parents make you watch Roots? Mine did, and this is the new Roots.
I lived it. My grandfather was a slave.
You lived Roots, or you lived the playing of the Roots movie?
My grandfather was a slave.
My grandfather was a slave.
I don't want to talk about that.
No, he wasn't. Your grandfather was not a slave.
A very sensitive topic for you, huh, Charles?
Yes. All right, the
Are you
movie
gonna be okay? Okay.
this week is The Stepfather. Now, it's about a man. You might not think about this, but he is a stepfather, but he kills the family. He's the stepfather, and don't never get caught. You got to figure out the ups and downs and the ins and outs of how he don't get caught.
Okay.
I don't know what it's on. It might be on Tubi or Netflix. I can't remember. I watched a lot of everything.
Yeah, Tubi the shit. I was just watching Tubi, watching a house party on Tubi.
Oh man, did y'all hear that they about to come out with a new house party?
I saw that.
Yeah,
shit.
LeBron them doing it.
With British motherfuckers.
These Brits are taking over now.
But yeah, I'm almost caught up on Snowfall. I'm on like season 4, like episode 5.
That's why you gotta watch Exterminate All the Brutes so you understand what's happening, brother.
Oh God.
Quincy, you got a pick?
Oh, my Netflix and chill pick is on HBOMAX. Made for Love. It's a comedy about a dude who puts a chip in his girlfriend's brain so he can read her thoughts.
Oh yeah,
Hell no.
She runs away.
Hell no.
It's absurd and weird and it's pretty good so far. But that's it. That's all I've been watching.
It's a series?
Yeah, it's a series on HBO Max.
Okay.
So many series.
My pick is gonna be Boss Level. It's on HULU. It's I thought it was gonna be a good movie. It actually turned out to be a terrible movie.
Damn.
Who's in it?
Some nigga. But it's basically the movie is this nigga stuck in this Groundhog's Day type shit, but it's actually like a video game.
I watched that.
Yeah. And the whole movie is him like constantly dying and fucking learning how to get
Okay. That's the dude from Avengers and shit. Yeah, Frank Grillo. He was Crossbones.
Yeah, Mel Gibson's in it.
Yo.
Oh, Mel Gibson. Yeah. Okay.
I don't watch
Trash.
anything with Mel Gibson in it.
I didn't know he was in it. If I knew he was in it, I might have stayed away. And the main dude is China. The Chinese government has made their own action movie, trying to make it like Rambo, and that dude plays the bad guy in those movies. And they got their own like Chinese Rambo. Yeah.
Oh, I love Rambo.
I didn't know we wasn't watching Mel Gibson movies.
Yeah, he's a racist and a bigot.
I love Apocalypto and Lethal Weapon is
Lethal Weapon is a classic. You cannot stop watching Lethal Weapon.
Get the Gringo is good too. Y'all ever seen Get the Gringo?
Yeah. I mean
Braveheart. I watched Braveheart. Oh no, we were soldiers.
what's the one that he got a Payback?
Oh,
Payback
yeah.
is it. I had that on DVD.
Ransom.
Ransom. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, TNT. I
Maverick.
liked a lot of TNT back in the day.
Maverick, that nigga made me want to play poker. Get the
Oh
card
my god!
out.
Oh
Get
yeah!
the jack. Get the jack. That Maverick boy with the motherfucking ace. The ace.
You know what's funny? I rewatched Wild West with Will Smith. It's actually a very powerful movie, man. It's very. He the only nigga everywhere, and he just be he's so nice with it. He be out here fucking everybody's bitch. He be out here. He taking down a racist ass Confederate nigga, and
I ain't never seen it at all.
It was like Django before the Django.
Bruh, he be talking so much shit to the bad guy to his face. He be roasting.
I gotta watch that again.
Yeah, I don't have any memory of watching it. I don't think I ever seen it at all.
Yeah, man. Wow, what? Yeah. It got fancy in it too. In a barrel.
Oh, yeah.
So
in a corset. Bustier.
Yeah, and then Cisco, we going straight. Do wow.
That movie is so terrible.
It's not, man. It's just the fact that he decided to do that movie instead of The Matrix.
Well, no, the movie was supposed to be good, but the producer decided he wanted a giant spider in it. So that's why there's a giant mechanical spider.
Nigga, I'm telling you, the movie is good, but I would expect you to go against all things great.
Speaking of House Party, I was watching this other thing on YouTube where it's like they show the film locations of certain movies, and they do the film location of House Party. It's dope, man. If y'all into that type of background behind the scenes type of shit,
Which house
they do like they on House Party they show the real house, like all of the shit mostly out here in LA. They show the house that it still look exactly the same. The color different, but the house is the same. They show like the fence is bent in the movie, and then he zoom and show that the fence is still bent right to this day. Like that shit dope. So I watched the House Party filming locations, the Friday filming locations, the Training Day filming location. I just went down a filming locations rabbit hole, man. That shit was fun.
I Day and I saw the Boys in the Hood one too.
Yeah, the Boys in the Hood one was dope. Like that house looked the same. Like that shit dope, man.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like since these are iconic places, some renovations could have been made, you know.
Oh, a lot of times it do. Like the Friday house ain't nothing the same except for they don't have like that front stoop. They ain't putting no fence up or nothing. But it don't look nothing the same. Stanley house, the Miss Parker house, none of that shit look the same. But the store from Friday look down there the same. I want to go to that store bad as fuck and take a picture. That's dope.
I want to go there and slip and fall.
Yeah, man, that's dope, man. The store from the outside look exactly the same. That's dope. But yeah, a lot of it. That's why I was surprised the House Party shit looked the same, because most of the time this shit looked different. Like even Playhouse when they pull up to pick up Martin when he got the DJ equipment. That house looked the same. They showed an across the street shot. That house looked the same. Like everything, like it's dope, man. It's dope. But anyway, Skeegers, that's our flight number 134. I hope you had a good time. Wheels down, trays up.